Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to share the latest Salesforce innovations with you, which means we may talk about future-looking products and services. Because future-looking statements are inherently subject to risk and uncertainty, our reminder is that you should make any purchasing or investment decisions based on products that are currently commercially available.
Every industrial revolution is defined by trailblazers. And today, the next wave is building. The physical and digital worlds are blurring. We're in the fourth industrial revolution. It's a wave of innovation and technology transforming our economies, societies, and lives. And it's creating entirely new ways to connect with customers. Better yet, to connect with people, each on their own unique journey. And while the fourth industrial revolution is just getting started, one thing's for sure, it'll be led by you, trailblazers. Trailblazers see things differently. They look right through the status quo. They focus not on what is, but what should be. Then they build it. They bring together things that belong together. People and communities, products, experiences. And when it's right, connections form, relationships deepen, happiness happens. And they do it with Salesforce. At every step of our journey together, Salesforce and our partners have focused on one single most important thing: customer success.
We've gone from small and then mighty, and Salesforce has been with us every step of the way.
And inspired by our community of customers, we blaze new trails together. We believe we can do well and do good, and that the business of business is to make the world a better place. We believe that instead of letting the future happen to us, we can create a future for us, then for our customers. So we've all come together here to help more trailblazers drive this revolution, create new connections, and thrive. Salesforce partners with unique skills and expertise, empowered with the next generation of technology, helping every company connect with their customers in a whole new way. Welcome to Dreamforce. Let's blaze a trail together.
All right, good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Dreamforce. Welcome to the partner keynote. Exciting to see thousands of you in the room here today and tens of thousands of people online. So it's a really exciting day, and I just want to welcome everybody here. Thank you for being here. And it's really going to be a fun day. We have an opportunity here to kick off Dreamforce. I'm thrilled that this is the first session of this entire and amazing week, and so thank you for being here. And I think it's very appropriate because we get to assemble with you for the first shot at content and bring our trailblazers together to really kick this off for a very exciting week. And we cranked it up a notch this year by flying in some amazing DJs. Hey, Kayla and Amira, how are you? All the way from Jersey City, New Jersey, 12-year-old sisters, and they are the best DJs that I've ever come across, so it was exciting to have them. You'll hear more about them and from them in the next few minutes. So I want to start with a thank you. Thank you for being here, of course. Thank you for being part of this incredible ecosystem. A special welcome to our MuleSoft, CloudCraze, Datorama partners, and welcome to our Ohana. And I also want a special shout out, a special welcome, and a special thank you to a very important part of our ecosystem, of our partner family. And that's our VetForce alumni. Our VetForce are our veterans and military families who have trained in Salesforce and entered this ecosystem. So if our VetForce friends and family can please stand and let us recognize you and thank you for your service and for being part of the ecosystem. It's really exciting. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks to all the partners out there that are making an effort to hire these amazing resources and bring them into your practices and into your companies. You know, Dreamforce wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, and when I look at this list of incredible companies, these are some of the world's most innovative, most admired, and most trusted brands. So it really is exciting to see these companies step up and come to Dreamforce and join us to make it special. But there's more. There's over 400 additional partners that have descended on Dreamforce on San Francisco this week, bringing thousands of people and all of their solutions and technologies. And inspiring our customers and engaging with them. So check out all this technology and innovation and points of view at the campground, the Customer Expo, and across the various sessions over the rest of the week. You know, we have an opportunity to either reflect on our success and celebrate some of those success, and I certainly enjoy doing that. In fact, we hosted the Partner Innovation Awards last night, where we recognized 21 different partners for their success and our customers. But I prefer to take the limited time that we have with you here today to really focus on what the future of this ecosystem looks like, or the next chapter for us together. And I'd like to tell that story really in 3 parts. First is, how do we inspire you and help you understand the magnitude of the opportunity that we have in front of us? I'm excited to help paint that picture for you. Secondly, how do we continue to innovate together in the coming years? How do we bring your technologies, your solutions, your points of view, your success aligned with Salesforce and our technologies and our platform to bring this innovative solutions and technology to our customers, and think differently on how we engage our customers and get them to think differently as they all transform across every industry in which we engage. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, how do we deepen our commitment to your success, and as a result, together, focus on the success of our customers? So those are the 3 parts of the chapter I'd like to tell today, and I've got some help. I think we've assembled one of the best lineups at Dreamforce of any keynote. We'll be joined in a few minutes by our new co-CEO, Keith Block, and some other amazing executives and friends from across the company, and I can't wait. And we've actually introduced a new concept as well from our very own Salesforce, Eleanor in the back. Let's take a cut over to Eleanor. Eleanor is one of our graphic facilitators, and so she's going to capture the insight and the comments and the dialogue that we're having here today and represent that graphically, and we'll be able to reflect and check in with her a little later in the session and over the course of the week as we can see what we've come up with and what we've talked about. So let's dive in, and let's start with inspiration. What inspires me? Here's what inspires me, so pay careful attention. For the first time since 1989, the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago Bears are both in first place. Any Chicago fans out there? No Chicago fans out there? All right. No, I completely understand. It has nothing to do with this presentation at all. And in fact, my team had no idea I was going to say that. I simply saw this on Twitter when I was walking in this morning and just thought I had to insert it in the conversation. But here is something that's relevant that I find inspirational. It's the opportunity I have to meet with each and every one of you to talk about the opportunity, understand the growth that you're seeing, and really appreciate the magnitude of what it is we have together. So that's what I would like to talk about, and that's what inspires me, and we'll get some help in a minute to talk about that. Part of that excitement and enthusiasm that I have is certainly based on the performance that our company has had, but also because of the trajectory that we are on. I joined the company a little over 5 years ago, and in that period of time, we will roughly quadruple the size of the company. It's an incredible trajectory we're on. We're very proud of the results. But here's what I will tell you. We cannot do this and could not have done this without our partners and without our joint, relentless pursuit of customer success. That is what's driving the success. That's what's the foundation of what we're doing. It's what makes Salesforce special. It's what makes this ecosystem special. The fact that Salesforce was the first and now the largest company with both partners and customer success at the heart of everything we do is what's going to put this on an incredible trajectory. And as a result, I can say with complete confidence that we together have assembled the greatest ecosystem focused entirely on delivering customer success. And so I think that is an exciting position to be in. And you know what? It's fueling what we've all been referring to as the Salesforce economy. There's an IDC report that I reference from time to time, and certainly encourage you to take a look at it, but it talks about what the Salesforce economy might look like in the year 2022. They believe 3.3 million incremental jobs will be created in the Salesforce economy by then, either at customers or at firms like yours. They expect almost a $900 billion impact to GDP in that same period of time. And we envision a world at that point where there'll be 10 million trailblazers, folks that have dedicated themselves to Salesforce and our ecosystem, helping our customers be successful. Many of those will sit with you, and a whole lot of them are going to sit with our customers as well. It's very exciting. But it's also easy to translate this optimism and what IDC and others see of this economy moving forward into what that success means for you. In that same report, that same IDC report, they believe in the year 2022 that for every dollar of Salesforce revenue, there'll be more than $5 available for the ecosystem out there. Now, if you do some math and you take into consideration the trajectories you're on and what you're trying to do, we actually believe for our consulting partners out there and your revenue, that revenue will triple in this same time frame of 2022. We also think in order to help make our customers successful, given that you're involved, our consulting partners are involved in over 70% of our implementations, we're going to need at least 300,000 certified consultants in the market helping our customers achieve what they're trying to do. And there's a ton of energy and excitement in our ISV AppExchange ecosystem as well. We just celebrated our 6 millionth install from the AppExchange. And just think of that innovation that's been pushed out to hundreds of thousands of customers, all from our exciting ISV partners. We expect that to accelerate very dramatically as we intend to double the number and support the doubling of the number of solutions on the AppExchange in this same period of time. So the question is not, what is the market opportunity and is there an opportunity out there? The real question is, how do we take advantage of that opportunity and how do we support you? So I would like to invite a perspective to the stage who has a point of view on this. A big fan of the partner ecosystem, our new co-CEO, Keith Block. What's up?
How are you?
How are you? Good to see you.
Just had to get that Chicago thing in, didn't you?
I did. Welcome. Welcome again for joining us here at the keynote. This actually is the 6th time you've joined, so you've 100% participation in this exciting event. So thank you for being here.
I am happy to be here. How fitting is it that the opening keynote, the opening session for Dreamforce is partners? Like, give yourselves a round of applause. That's like crazy. Very fitting.
Very good. Just thought, in order to get your perspective on the opportunity here, one of the things I'd like to maybe pose to you first is you'll be leaving here to go get ready for the main keynote this afternoon. A lot of conversation there, your customer events over the course of the day, your time.
A lot of makeup required.
That's right.
Yes.
A lot of makeup required. And then if I reflect on your time at the World Economic Forum, what I continue to talk about is the impact that the fourth industrial revolution, which is a topic that we continue to see, is having a major impact on our customers in what should be a very positive way. So maybe to set the conversation up, can you reflect on what you're hearing in those customer conversations?
Yeah, it's a very interesting time, Tyler. And actually, before I even get into that, the most important message that I want to deliver is a message you've already delivered, but I just think it's so important. Our success, the incredible success of our company is due to a whole bunch of things. And I will tell you right now that our partners are so integral to that. We would not be where we are without our partners. I mean, it's incredible what this group has done. And when you and I joined the company 5 years ago, I don't think we were able to dream of an ecosystem like this, where the relationships were so strategic, the work that was being done for our customer was just unbelievable. So I mean, I'm very, very proud of you and the team, and even more proud of what our partners have been able to achieve on behalf of our customers. But specifically on this fourth industrial revolution, I mean, look, we're at the dawn of a new era. There's no question about it. And when you really think about it, there is digital transformation that is going on all around us. I mean, it's literally unfolding, whether it's in your personal life, your professional life. And what's very, very interesting that I've seen, and I think a lot of us have had the opportunity to see, and certainly our partners have seen, is that the CEOs have become the chief transformation officers for many companies. It doesn't matter if it's a large company or a small company. And there are dozens of examples. I mean, you can think about, Unilever is a guest of ours. Paul Pullman is an amazing CEO and so transformational. Or, Michael Tipsert over at State Farm, or Jeff Daly at Farmers. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Uli Spiesshofer at ABB. And it is a different world. And when you really unpack what's going on, it is a disrupt or be disrupted world. And some people run from that. Some people run to it. And, is this opportunity? Is technology good? Is technology evil? And the fact of the matter is technology is good. It's really about how people use the technology. So it's a new world that we're in. where companies are being born overnight, new business models are being invented. So it's a very, very exciting time. So it's a great time for us, but it's a super time, I think, for our partners because they actually deliver a lot of the solutions for these customers.
Oh, that's great, and good perspective. I think resonates with the crowd. Congratulations on your new role.
Thank you.
And as such, maybe some thoughts on what's next for Salesforce. What's our company's next chapter?
Well, I was looking at your slides. They're great slides, and we love numbers. But the first important thing to say really is that those numbers can be attributed to our partners and our customers. Period. End of story. We have guided. We actually raised our guide to $13.175 billion, which is amazing. I think when we started, the company was, I don't know, $4 billion or something like that. So in the next 60 days, we will give another guide, which I won't preview, but I think it'll be very exciting for everybody. But when you think about our trajectory, we were the fastest growing company to $10 billion. We're going to be the fastest growing enterprise software company to $20 billion. We've guided to $23 billion in FY22. So we're clearly on this growth trajectory, and it is amazing what's happening. And we've got some incredible announcement this week around Customer 360. We had the MuleSoft acquisition, and we've become more strategic and more relevant to our customers than ever before. So what I think about is, are we going to get to 20 billion? We're going to get to 20 billion. But what I think about is, what will it take us to get to 30 billion? What will it take us to get to 40 billion? And our strategy, what refinements do we need to make to our strategy? And our growth strategy was really predicated on 3 levers, right? It was speaking the language of the customers, and this audience certainly knows that better than any audience in the world. So the focus on industries was very, very important. The international expansion has worked incredibly well for us. I mean, if you look at our statistics from Q2, the fastest growing region in the world is EMEA at 32%. If you unpack that, Germany was over 100% growth last year. Asia Pac is very strong. Japan is very strong. And the little old US is doing okay too. So we keep chugging along. But servicing our customers globally has been very, very strategic, and we need to keep doing that. And then the partners. I keep coming back to that, not just because I'm in front of this audience. I mean, you and I are both incredible champions for this group because we recognize the value that partners bring. How do we adjust those strategies, and will we be able to keep up with the demand that you articulated in your presentation? So those are the sort of things that I think about as far as our future, and how do we get, how do we turn the corner on 20 and get to 30 and 40, which is just good news for everybody here, I think.
Yeah, it should be great news. Maybe I should raise some of the numbers in the projections we're talking about.
You're a conservative guy.
So the interested in your perspective, the importance of partners has been clear since you arrived, and appreciate the support that you provided to all of us. But what would you like to see out of the partners? Like, what role can they play? What do we need from this audience in order to achieve what you're envisioning in this road to 2030 and beyond?
Well, let's go back to the whole concept of digital transformation. This is not easy. I mean, if it was easy, we wouldn't need partners, we wouldn't need Salesforce. It would be, you snap your fingers, right? This is hard stuff. Because this is an opportunity for companies to reinvent, and to think differently and bring what we refer to as a beginner's mind to everything that we do. I mean, I love consulting, and I love the ISVs. I mean, I love the consulting industry, and I love the fact that ISVs create these solutions, because both organizations, both groups of companies are solving a business problem. And I think we're going to see more complexity. I mean, if you think about the legacy debt that is in every industry, and the opportunity to unlock that data. This is one of the reasons why we acquired MuleSoft, to provide that data, unleash it, serve it up for the customer experience, which ultimately is the greatest digital transformation of all time, I think, at least the most exciting. That opportunity is exploding. And the demand, the absolute demand for the services of the people representing companies in this room, I think is unprecedented. It's more than we ever saw in the 80s. It's more than we saw in the 90s. It's more than we saw at the turn of the century. And we're just at the beginning. I mean, we really are at the beginning of this when you factor in the impact of artificial intelligence. And 3.3 million jobs in the Salesforce economy by 2022, okay? $1 trillion of GDP. I mean, think about that. That is just opportunity. I mean, and there's all there's all sorts of social benefit associated with that. But how will we respond to this opportunity?
Right.
Is probably mission-critical strategic issue number one. And, you're out with customers, I'm out with customers, people in this room are out with customers. How do we keep up with that demand?
Right.
I mean, how do we really have the opportunity to keep up with that demand? Will the partners have enough capacity to meet that demand? Will they have the necessary skills? Because at the end of the day, it's all about serving our customers. It's about making them successful. It's about serving your clients. And that is job one. And we will do whatever we can to help you out, to help you build your practices and scale up. We've invested. We also have Trailhead. Everybody, I think, is familiar with Trailhead to help you build your capacity and quality capacity. With our venture fund, run by John Samorjai, we're interested in investing in emerging markets and regional boutiques. We have to make sure that this ecosystem is set up for success. It's not just about our customer success, it's about our partner success. Without our partners being successful, our customers will not be successful.
That's great. We're going to preview a few things over the balance of this session on some of the things we are doing to hopefully address that, to benefit the folks in the room. Appreciate you kicking this off with us. Any final thoughts for the group here today? Well,
again, I just want to say thank you. I mean, we live in interesting times, and what a great, exciting place to be right now, where we are. If you think, I don't know how many of you are history buffs, but if you think about, the first industrial revolution, et cetera, second and third, this is very disruptive. It's unlike anything that we've ever seen, right? And I think that's what's interesting about this, is that the pace of technology, the level of innovation, and our ability as organizations, as companies, as citizens to absorb that technology and be able to turn that technology into great outcomes. I think that's the greatest challenge and the opportunity that mankind has ever seen. I really believe that. And we can't squander that opportunity. And not just squandering the opportunity, but we may never see this again. I just want you to think about this. This is a perfect storm. And this is the opportunity to create incredible things on behalf of people, helping to change the world, creating new business models, citizens, again, governments. There's so much opportunity here, and all for good stuff. So, my challenge, our challenge to all of us is, how do we continue this momentum? How do we capture this opportunity? How do we continue to make our customers successful? And I just want to say thank you. This is a great group of people, and I'm very, very proud to be associated with this ecosystem. It's awesome.
That's great. Well, we have thousands of people here in the room that are literally in this with us together to go help and take advantage of this opportunity to make our customers successful. So thanks again, Keith. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Good luck. Have a great Dreamforce.
All right, thanks. Make sure everybody checks out Keith, Mark, and the rest of our executives at the keynote later today, and you'll hear some additional thoughts on the vision for where we're headed. As we continue down this topic of inspiration and how do we inspire you to think about the opportunity, Keith just set it up very well when he talked about one of the things that's critical to our success and what our customers are looking for from all of us is this focus on industry. And so I would love to invite to the stage Naracha Tekajunavud, who will take us through some of the ideas and thoughts that we're doing on to help you from an industry perspective. Thank you, Naracha. How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you, Tyler. All right, well, I'm thrilled to be here. This is my 11th Dreamforce, so I've been counting. My 9-year Salesforce journey took a different turn about 6 months ago when I moved into the role of leading our industries team. And most of you know me. I've worked very, very closely with partners all around the world over the last few years. And so it would take a lot and a tremendous opportunity for me to make a change in the role. But I'm not leaving the partner side. Industries and partners together offer an amazing opportunity for the partner ecosystem. And so I'm tremendously excited. You heard from Keith that industries and partners together are levers to 2030. 40 billion was a new one for me, but the growth for the future. And this is really why I'm so excited. Now, our industry strategy centers on 7 focus industries. You can see them on stage, on the screen here. And what's interesting about our industries is each industry is run by a GM who came from that industry. So for example, Casey Coleman, GM of Public Sector, was the CIO at the GSA. And our head for comms and media, John Carney, came from T-Mobile and Sprint. So not only do I get to work with and learn from the foremost experts in each industry, I also get to play with industry astros. So for those of you who know me, I'm ever so slightly astro-obsessed, and I will give you a little bit of a tip that here at Dreamforce, for the first time, we're actually producing industry astro plushies. So for those of you who are excited about that, head on over to the industry lodges right after this keynote, because there's not that many of them. Now, after that aside, let me get back to the serious business of industries. Now, when you look at our industry strategy, we've actually been doing work in this area for quite a few years. And we've seen a remarkable amount of success. 85 of the Fortune 100 companies are Salesforce customers within our 7 focus industries. So we've done well, but there is still headroom. And that headroom comes in the form of our total addressable market, which we often call TAM. Now, our overall Salesforce TAM, the path that will take us to 20, 30, 40 billion, is comprised, 88% of it is comprised in the 7 focus industries. That 88% represents over $80 billion of untapped opportunity here. So when you're looking at that untapped opportunity, you can divide it into a not shabby 26 billion in B2B business. And B2B is our classic. That's the heartland. That's where we started. But beyond that, and what's really cool, is the 55 billion available in the B2C business. And if you think about 55 billion in B2C, it's not just about kind of the classic B2C industries like retail. It is across all 7 focus industries. Everyone wants to engage their citizen or patient or member or consumer. So the opportunity together is huge. Now, how can we capture that? I would like to take a few minutes and tell you about how we approach industries here at Salesforce. So that's kind of our value chain for industries you see on the board there. We start out with an industry strategy and an industry point of view. That's what the GM and their team create. And then we put that into blueprints. Blueprints are really the asset, the concrete representation of our strategy. We have 20 blueprints across our 7 focus industries. So that obviously goes into subsectors of each industry as well. Now, with those blueprints, we prioritize how we're going to solution against them. And that is the classic build, buy, or partner. And what you'll find in every single blueprint are partner solutions. You'll find ISV solutions. You'll find partner accelerators like Fullforce and Lightning Bolt. And when we take those solutions, we create internal sales plays for our sales team so they can take these solutions and go talk to their customers and solve and address their pain points. So we do a lot of sales enablement as well. Now, that was a lot, so let me take you into one area, which is how we build some of those, how we bring some of those solutions to market. What you see on the screen is an example of a solution. This is one we released in Q2. It's a solution for wealth management. It's around growing client relationships. Now, this solution is one of 16 that are available on Salesforce.com, and you'll see that every solution follows a particular bill of materials. There's demos, there's videos, there's customer stories, there's trials, and all that sits on Salesforce.com. Now, to save you some time for browsing around and looking for these and kind of going through each industry menu, we put them all on the partner community. The partner community at p.force.com/industries, and you'll find all these solutions. And I'd encourage you to take a look at them, because this is how we go to market. So if you're in the selling motion with anyone from Salesforce, in the industry teams, they will most likely be using one of these solutions that we have out there. But it's not just about go-to-market. It's not just about solutions. It's also about product. And most of you will be aware, we added industry products to our portfolio starting about 2 years ago, starting with Financial Services Cloud and moving on to Health Cloud. And we have 2 new releases here at Dreamforce that you can learn more about. Financial Services Cloud now has a release for commercial banking, which joins our existing solutions for wealth management and retail banking to provide a unified financial services solution based upon this data model that we created for financial services that solves common challenges, such as how do you do relationship mapping? So we've got a really nice householding model within the data model. Same thing for Health Cloud. Our first release was for providers. This release we have right now is for payers, and also based upon a specialized data model we created for healthcare and life sciences. So lots of information here. We have lodges, we have campgrounds. You can find out more. So just, as we look at the opportunity, not only on the go-to-market side, but on the product side, the best way to sum it up is how do we work together to not only have impact, but to create that lasting customer success. We've talked a lot about customer success today already. One of the things is obviously to speak the language of the customers. That's what Keith mentioned as well. And we do that by training everyone at Salesforce, whether it's sales, whether it's pre-sales, whether it's customer success, whether it's various consulting groups. We have a lot of internal training, sales plays, and we make all that available via the partner community to you as partners. So go look at those assets if you're interested in understanding how we think and how we're going to go to market around industries. You also help us extend the power of our platform. If you look at our ISV apps, I think 88% of our customer orgs have at least one ISV app installed. That is tremendous reach and depth, and that clearly has major impact on our industry strategy. And then last but not least, industry accelerators. Since many of you are consulting partners, you'll understand that in the terms of Lightning Bolt or Full Force. Those really help decrease the time to value for our customers. So very, very key for us that services component is really what makes all this successful. So with that, how do you find out more? So industries are literally everywhere at Dreamforce. I've been walking around to the various areas. It's a lot of walking. But what you'll see here is 8 keynotes. So we have a keynote for every industry. In fact, I think the very first ones start right after this one. You can see travel, transportation, and our government or public sector keynotes start right after the session here. And I'd like to draw your attention, especially, to the consumer goods keynote on Thursday at 4, since I'll be delivering that. So please come, please come. In addition to that, lodges, as I mentioned, campgrounds. We've got some great experiences in the campgrounds. Unilever, we've got Marriott, and beyond Dreamforce. After there's only so much you can do at Dreamforce. Beyond Dreamforce, again, don't want to be a broken record. The partner community, p.force.com/industries. Go there and find all the resources and the assets that I've talked about. All right. So with that, I'd like to welcome to the stage one of the original founding members of our Salesforce Industries team and our Chief Innovation Officer, Simon Mulcahy.
Thanks, Naracha. Something big is going on. Keith talked about it. We are seeing more CEOs come to Salesforce and ask us for help than ever before. There's an explosion number of CEOs, CMOs, CIOs coming towards us. Well, first of all, this is an insane opportunity for all of us together. But second, what is actually going on? Well, Keith talked about it. Tyler talked about it. There's the 4th Industrial Revolution going on. And here's the thing. This is legit. This is not some cute marketing slogan. This is actually happening. This is ruining the breakfast, lunch, and dinner of most senior executives in most big organizations today. And the reason for that is it's not one revolution. It's 4. And they're all arriving at exactly the same time. It's what Keith talked about, this perfect storm. There's a technology revolution. Yes, it's connecting everything, everyone together in whole new ways. It's actually turning most organizations into software companies. But here's one big thing. Technology change will never be slower. There's a trust revolution, though, that's going on at exactly the same time. A trust revolution that is forcing us to rethink who we trust and how we trust. There's less trust now in institutions than ever before. There's less trust in salespeople and marketing people than ever before. This is forcing us to rethink how we connect with customers. There's an equality revolution that's going on as well. And the equality revolution is forcing us to rethink corporate culture, who we recruit. It's forcing actually us to rethink the contract between society and the business. And if all of that wasn't enough, there's also a customer revolution going on at the same time. And the customer revolution is really interesting, and it's impacting all of us as well, because now the customer has the power. Before, the scarcity was in your ability to produce a world-class product. Build it, and they will come. No longer the case. Build it, and you still got to go and find the scarce thing, which is the customer attention. The customer is now in the middle. And by the way, she has got a whole new set of demands. This is why all of these executives are coming to Salesforce and asking for help. And this is all of our opportunity. Now, this is not just about technology. There is some CRM that you need to make this a reality, let's be clear. But this is actually about something much, much bigger. This is about a whole transformation, a whole set of innovations that we all have got to help the customer realize. They need truly integrated customer experiences. They need to reimagine their business processes. They need the leanest ever technology platform in order to execute on. And they've got to take all of the different silos in their business, hundreds of different teams who don't talk to each other, and align them as one team around the customer. And then they've got to create change faster than ever before, and at the speed of the customer. This is what we have got to help our customers with. Now, for our part, Salesforce has been busily innovating away on the customer success platform. This systematically puts the customer in the middle. And it's really exciting, very exciting for us, and hopefully very exciting for you. Now, we've been innovating, and you're going to hear a lot over the next 3-4 days about the innovation that Salesforce has been undertaking here. But there are a few things that I just wanted to underline for you because I think they're important, and they're definitely the big levers that will move your businesses forward. The first is the 360-degree approach. You're going to hear a lot about Salesforce Customer 360. And the reason for that is that we've bought a lot of technology. We've acquired a lot of companies. And our customers want each of these capabilities to be integrated seamlessly together. So that's what we've gone and done. Now we have a native and simple way to connect data from all of those different sources of Salesforce together to create a single view of the customer and truly integrated customer experiences. Game-changing for you and for us. But it goes even further beyond that, especially with the acquisition, the genius acquisition of MuleSoft. This is really exciting because now you can connect apps, data, and devices from anywhere in the organization. You can now unlock legacy systems. This means you can take a manufacturer and connect their old ERP system to the CRM system. This is going to truly enable a whole new type of customer 360 view. We've been innovating a lot around Einstein for the last couple of years. Well, now you're going to hear a lot about some of the innovations that we've made in Einstein this last year or so. You're going to hear about Einstein voice bots, Einstein voice, Einstein bots. You're going to hear about Einstein for Pardot. You're going to hear about Einstein Next Best Action, and Einstein Analytics. These are all capabilities which will allow you to deliver truly next-generational customer experiences. And then finally, also, I want us to underline the Lightning platform. This is business strategic for Salesforce. This is really important for you because of the ecosystem that you have around it, but we are making a strategic push to move thousands of customers over from Classic onto Lightning. Now, all of this innovation is great, but as I said before, this is not just about the technology, and it's not just about the one-off engagements with our customers. We have got to take our customers on a journey and help them figure out the best way of engaging in the fourth industrial revolution, help them build their vision. Now, we have a lot of capabilities at Salesforce that we've been using, but even those have not necessarily been truly connected together. Well, we're doing that now. We're connecting those services together so that we can help the customers figure out what their future vision looks like. We're taking the executive sponsorship program, completely blowing it up and reimagining it. Now our top 1,000 customers have a single key Salesforce executive who will help them navigate Salesforce, somebody that you can plug into. We've taken our executive briefing centers and reimagined them. They're now called Salesforce Innovation Centers, and the content in those briefing centers has been taken to a whole new level. And we're also integrating Ignite into this. So this is just one way in which we're moving from having a reactive, kind of deal-centric engagement with our customers to being more proactive and taking all of these executives on a journey. Now, the key thing here is that this is in tight partnership with the customer success group. This is not about creating deals. This is about helping customers be successful. And a massive part of that is you. This is all going to happen with you. So more and more, this Office of Innovation and the work that we're doing to help our customers on this journey is going to involve you and your content and your people. It's a really exciting time for all of us. It's an incredible time, this fourth industrial revolution for our customers. Let's do this together. Thank you. And over to you, Tyler.
All right, Simon. Hey, I'm back here checking out with actually somebody from the Chief Innovation Officer's office. Eleanor, how's it going? Looks like we're doing really well, capturing the insight here. So look forward to sharing with you. I see a Cubs logo up here too, which is cool. So thank you. Now, like to shift to the final chapter on what we'd like to talk about, which is our commitment to customer success. Would love to invite Corey O'Brien to the stage to share her insights.
Thanks, Tyler. So we all know that Salesforce is committed to customer success. But I'm here to talk to you guys about partner success. You guys killing it in the market with amazing products and unparalleled customer delivery. You heard Simon talk about the Customer 360, that unified customer experience. But what if we could deliver you a unified experience? Your business with Salesforce in a single pane of glass. A Partner 360. We're going to talk a little bit about the journey we're on to get you there, and excited to see where we could go. There's no doubt the fourth industrial revolution is upon us. It's affecting our customers, it's affecting our partners, it's affecting everyone in this room. There's a huge talent gap. 81% of customers out there say they have a gap in talent and skills. And a majority of those resources are feeling like they don't have the skills to do their jobs. What if we brought you a talent evolution? What if we built in unprecedented tools and investments from Salesforce so that you guys had the workforce that you need with the skills that you need to deliver that amazing customer experience? Let's talk about it. We've made a number of investments. The traditional education, Trailhead. You guys have over 1.5 million badges on Trailhead. Round of applause for that. It's awesome. And we've invested in some awesome talent pools. Things like VetForce, my peeps over there, another round of applause for them. We will have 35,000 people in VetForce by 2020. That's awesome. I am so proud of that. On top of that, Talent Exchange, another awesome place to go and get resources, to find the skills that you need for the jobs that you have. We have been actually recruiting for over 200 partners with Talent Exchange. We've doubled down on university recruiting, because let's get them while they're young, right? And then secondly, I'd like to highlight what's coming up next for you guys. Super excited to announce Learning Paths, taking your consultants from zero to expert, lightning fast. These are built and designed for you to engage where you are. So if you're on the road, on vacation, getting a much needed mani-pedi, you guys can engage wherever you are. These are 15 paths curated for consistency across our industry and product clouds. They are going to deliver to you guys a consistent experience, allowing you to keep your certifications up to date and build the workforce of the future. It's just one of the ways that we're making us easier to engage with for you. Another area where we're doubling down on ease of engagement is creating a unified experience in our partner community. You guys are going to be able to easily track your engagement with us in the program. First, through the Trailblazer console, where you guys will be able to see things like your program tiers, how many points you have, the Ohana Hub, where you guys can go in and see information on different groups, our Ohana group, things that you can dive into, like how to become a partner ally. All of this, our commitment to you to make things simple and more transparent. Because let's be clear, it's a simple and transparent world. I don't know what you guys do in your spare time, but you can find me online shopping. In fact, if you go to my front porch, it looks like we should all be investing in cardboard boxes. Your business buyers are now having the exact same demands as consumers. 72% of business buyers are expecting an Amazon-like buying experience. Simple, fast, and transparent. So, I'd like to introduce to you, the beginning of next year, we are going to have an awesome way to showcase your success and help customers find you the areas that they have deep needs for expertise. You will be able to showcase that through our new consulting store experience. You will be able to show off this differentiation that you've invested in as part of our Partner 360. We're also going to relaunch the Navigator program, which was formerly Masters, where you guys can showcase where you've really doubled down, gone deep in certain areas of the product set. And then we're also going to allow you to differentiate on your core values. We all know how important trust is to our customers today, how important culture is today. We want you guys to be able to showcase that differentiation, and we will be able to show your partner ally badges. You can show how much you've invested in VetForce or things like Pledge 1%. Because at the end, we know that when you guys are successful, we're successful, and most importantly, who's successful? Our customers are successful. So thank you so much. I'm going to hand it back over to Tyler with a very special guest to talk some more about it.
All right, Corey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So Corey's focus was really on how we want to deepen our commitment to you to help you be successful. But there's another part of this equation. And it really is, how do we jointly work together to make our customers successful? And I think there actually is one idea that I'd like to introduce that allows us to really accelerate this at scale in the coming years. And that's by tighter alignment between our partners, ISVs, resellers, consulting partners, big and small agencies, and so on. Tighter alignment with our customer success group. And so I'd love to invite to the stage right now Mr. Brian Millham, who's going to talk about his new role as President of Global Customer Success. What's up, man?
Thank you, Tyler.
How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So Brian is a familiar face to many of you, of course. So 19, almost 20 years with the company, had an incredible career, and now has been asked to take over this new challenge, this new opportunity. So we appreciate it. Let me kick it off quickly with a question. What is your vision for customer success at Salesforce?
Well, 3 weeks on the job, so it's not completely in cement yet, but our vision is actually something that we've done from the very beginning, which is let's make sure we're focused on the trust and success of our customers. It's really how we've differentiated our company from day one, and we'll continue to differentiate our company as we go forward. We want to put the customer at the center of everything we do. But our customers are now asking us for more. They're saying, it's great that you've got this incredible technology and we love what we're getting and the value we're getting, but I need you guys to help me articulate that value to our executives. And so focus on, of course, the customer success, the adoption, great deployment, great implementations, but also help me articulate what value I'm getting from the investments we've made in the products. I want everyone in the room and all the partners, all the Salesforce employees to have that same mindset as we engage with our customers to ensure that it goes beyond just, hey, I'm using the features and function. I'm clearly getting value from the investments I'm making with Salesforce.
Okay, that's great. Let me pose a final question to you of 2 parts. One is, what role do you want and need partners to play? And 2, any calls to action that you'd like to leave them with?
Yeah, obviously, I think the majority of the services that are delivered in the market today are delivered by our partners. It continues to be a huge strategy for us as we build this ecosystem of partners out there. The pie continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so I want to see all of our customers be incredibly successful with their implementation, with the work that they're doing in the market. We want to continue to invest in them to make sure they have the enablement and skills to be the best they can be in front of the customers. It's absolutely imperative. As I mentioned, the pie is getting a lot bigger. I don't know that we're going to slow down on innovation. In fact, I know we're not. You've seen us make some great acquisitions over the years. I think back 6, 7 years ago, we were a sales and service company. You now look at the product portfolio, the broad product portfolio that we have. The opportunity for our partners is growing incredibly fast, and we need to continue to help them be successful with our community out there. The calls to action is how can you and I work closer together with the partner teams. I think I've got great relationships based on my past history as a sales leader with our partners in the community. I think I've got a great relationship with your team. So I want to continue to invest in the partners. I want to continue to see them grow the ecosystem, because when we focus on customer success, when we focus on the outcomes for our customers, we all win as an organization, both CSG and our partners.
That's awesome, Brian. I just wanted to make sure we provided the opportunity to invite you to join us even for a couple of minutes here today to formally congratulate you in your new role and welcome you and look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Looking forward to the partnership. Thanks,
All right,
Tyler.
sounds good.
Really appreciate it.
All right, Brian Millham, everybody. All right. You've heard us talk a lot about customer success, and there's a good reason for it. It's one of our core values, along with trust, innovation, and equality. And I want and expect these core values to define every interaction we have, not only with our customers, but also with our partners. So we take these very seriously. They're things that I want to make sure we align with. And I want you to make sure that we are living up to every one of these core values in every interaction we have with you. So I want to point that out. One of the things I love about my job is seeing these values come to action among our ecosystem. And I have 2 quick examples that I'll share with you. One is the partner commitment to the Pledge 1% program. This is a program modeled after Salesforce's 1-1-1 model of giving back 1% of our employees' time, 1% of our equity, and 1% of our product to nonprofits and NGOs. 426 partners have taken this same pledge. This is amazing. The giving back at scale that's as a result of this ecosystem is quite remarkable. The other thing that's kind of cool about my job is not a day goes by that I don't get a picture, a tweet, a text, or a chatter post about our teams at Salesforce working with our partners, rolling up your sleeves, doing something for the communities in which you work and live. And these are pictures just from the last month and a half, I think, around where our teams are coming together to do cool stuff, which I find quite remarkable. And it got me thinking, this is really awesome. This should be what defines our partnership in the next chapter. What can we do like this week together? This month is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital does amazing things for kids with cancer. And so we'd like to focus our attention to giving back to that incredible cause. I'll ask you today and then again throughout the week is to make a difference. Click to pledge. The URL is here, salesforce.com/partnersgive, where you could make a small or medium or large donation of your choice. In fact, I'd like to kick it off by Salesforce committing $25,000 to this campaign. In fact, yesterday, yeah, it was really good. We actually started the party yesterday, and we took DJs Kayla and Amira to the hospital, to the Hope House, the family house, where families of kids that are going through treatment can live and have fun. And we took a dance party to them. And we had the DJs playing, and my team was there. It was really exciting and really was quite evident of what this ecosystem can do. So hopefully, over the last hour, we've given you a glimpse into what this can be, what this should be, the opportunity for us to define something new and something special. This is not your typical partnership. This should be an amazing ecosystem that's rallying around to take advantage of the opportunity to grow our businesses, to make our customers successful, and give back into the communities in which we work and live and have a little bit of fun. And the journey, the conversation doesn't stop here. It's just beginning. I encourage you to go to the AppExchange keynote in an hour over at the Marriott Marquis. I encourage you to stop by the Partner Lodge at the Park Central Hotel, where my team will be, to answer questions about what you've seen today, to engage with us, to meet other partners, and understand some of the cool things that are going on. And then certainly follow us on PartnerForce. So with that, I want to thank you.